Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy post Pacific Classic Day. It's a misty Sunday here over at Del Mar, and I've handicapped the first three races, but I've done them thoroughly. So, Cindy, good morning. Jeff, Bill, Scott, how are you guys? I'm just getting going, so I'm running a little bit behind. But I did do the first three races pretty thoroughly. We've got Saratoga coming up in 33 minutes. Pimlico coming up in 8 minutes. Had an okay day. Yeah, I did. I had one good race. I'll go over there. Let's go over that. I had the roughest time. I did terrible in the tournament. We talked about this horse. I made this horse. Well, I was going to make this horse my second pick. I ended up making it my third pick. By the way, too, I got a really big tip that I trusted in this first race, and I don't regret it because this horse was live, broke slow from the rail, rushed up. Take a note on this horse. Watch this horse next time back. By far looked the best on the track. The horse looked like a train. So watch Keychain Girl next time back. Marisol didn't run a lick. Ain't Easy, we talked about this horse. I talked about it in the simulcast as well. I told John Lees, I'm like, this horse, all these horses, these really nice horses getting bet, and this horse is still at 5-1 and drifted up to 8-1 and won like a good thing. So Michael, Greg, good morning. Tewan. And I bet it too. So watch this Keychain Girl next time out. Get off the rail, and this is a really nice horse, all right? Sheldon, good morning. Yeah, plate day today over at Woodbine. So no regrets there. Red Valor, I couldn't have had this horse. I just did not like it. The horse won very nicely, had 2 wins in a row, but this was a step up in class. And sometimes when these horses are feeling good and doing well, they do well. And it was Mark Platt's on fire right now, and the first time Mark Platt. So Mark Platt claimed this horse for 20, and kudos to Mark Platt. He did a really good job. On paper, that was a really wide open race, and I didn't do very well in that race. Lexi, good morning. Evening Sun, I did not pick this horse, but when I saw this horse on the track, in the paddock, I was all over it. I bet this horse, but I didn't exact to the 3 and I didn't like the 2, but the 2 ended up running pretty darn good for Shelby Ruiz. Good on Shelby. Mohawk King was a dead on the board, did not run a lick. And I did have, I hadn't exacted the 1. I believe it or not, I hadn't exacted to the 6 horse with Kyle Frey, Mike McCarthy at 27-1. And this horse came flying on the outside and ended up getting 5th. So I did get on the 8 late, but I couldn't connect. And I played it in the tournament too. So that was a drag. 2 horse, I got on this 2 horse. In the tournament, I bet $500 to win and got this. And the disqualification of the 4 horse hurt me a little bit in the tournament. So I got back to $3,450 here, and then I was done after that. This Kamui didn't look that great to me. Like, it was getting all this tout, and it just looked okay. And I heard this Forbidden Kingdom can run. So you put a note on this horse that this horse is going to end up being a really nice horse and will probably do better longer as well, right? So you can see 7, 7.5, 10.5, 10. So watch longer. Matter of fact, I need to put a note on that. They think that this horse might be one of the best horses they have. So very nice. Okay, those notes are very important. In here, the 9 horse, Subconscious, I mean, who would have thought this horse was going to get that easy of a lead, and got the lead easy and went gate to wire. Prince Obama, it wasn't the best ride by Umberto. First time in the country, the horse ran good. Watch this horse next time out. Private Mission. I mean, I'm So Anna got second, and Private Mission. I had the 4 on top. That I made that my best bet of the day with the 3 horse going global, who ended up winning. And this one just really had no excuses. There was a really disappointing effort, and I put everything in the tournament into this horse. So once this horse lost, I was done. Mo Forza. So this is the race I actually I hit this race, but I needed the 2 to get second. So I ended up getting a superfecta here that I did. I did a $100 superfecta, 6 with 2, 3 with 2, 3 with 1, and it came in. So that was nice, but I had a really big exacta, 6 over the 2, and the 2 barely lost the 3. That 3, hard knocking we talked about would be right there. Really good. Good morning, Keith. In race number 8, established. This was the top GSR. I didn't like the horse on paper. Joe Rosario, who had a really good day yesterday. I did think the 4 was going to run good. This guy long shot my second pick. The 2 horse Dream Shake in the paddock really didn't look good. It was like very nervous. So I wasn't really digging on the 2 that much. The 2 didn't run that good. Oh, the simulated race, by the way, had this 8 horse winning. Couldn't believe it. And this horse went off at 23 to 1. And I didn't bet it because I didn't believe it. And but I would have been so frustrated if I would have bet it, and they lost. This is the race where I got out. I had a $200 trifecta, 317 cold. Bless you. So 317 cold. And that was that paid me like $80-something $100. That was good. And then no, I had it 400 times. I don't know. I ended up getting like almost 18,000 out of this race, so that was nice. And that made my day. And then race number 10, Tripoli. We loved Tripoli. I made it my second pick. I really got on Royal Ship, who disappointed, didn't run good. Mike Smith's been my favorite jockey from day one, but he needs to retire. Sorry, but it's just true. I will not bet a horse he's on anymore. I won't do it. And I love Mike. Hate to say it, but it's not happening. Tripoli was great. I really was stoked for Tiago Pereira, and John Sadler kept him on. That showed a lot of and Tiago, right when they were in the gate, the camera was on him. He winked. You could tell he was confident on Tripoli, and this horse ran huge. Says a Magician I did not like at all, and this horse ran huge. But you can't dislike anything that Flavian Pratt is aboard. And then the last race, I mean, who could have seen this? I don't know. Some people did, from what I understand. The Astronaut, I mean, from the 10 hole, I couldn't see it. $50 horse. My friend John had Masterpiece. John Lees also liked Masterpiece when he covered on the simulcast, and that stunk because he would have had the pick 6. First time Mike McCarthy, but the horse ran good. Bill, how are you? Ticket generator hit the exacta for 42. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people were. Yeah, Sadler's really heating up. I think he's a Hall of Famer, personally. Oh, you didn't have Tripoli, Sheldon? You got to have that horse. But anyways, that's kind of a recap of the day yesterday. And today, it looks like Ellis Park and Monmouth Park are canceled. That's when you see that in red. That's what that means. Del Mar. All right, we're going to go to race number 1. So I started handicapping already. I'm eating a protein bar, so I'm sorry for eating on camera. Sometimes it looks weird, but... Christina gave that out. There was a barn fire at Ellis Park? Wow. Did you see that horse? That I don't know what happened. All I know is they showed the saddle cloth. There was the horse, the 4 horse, and next thing you know, the horse is on the freeway. I don't know how that happened. We can add that, Cindy. Yep. Hey, Jay. I can't use Mike Smith anymore. I just can't. Every horse I bet on it, he's just like, hey, I'm going to give you a horse today that should romp. Mike Smith was on. He just sits on a horse and makes a move. I genuinely think he's just afraid. He's getting older. He knows that his responses are, that's what happens when we get older, aren't as good. I know he probably still loves it, but I worry for Mike. It's not personal, but just on a betting perspective, I can't bet a horse that Mike's on anymore. I have no idea. I still can't see that horse winning. All right.
Did you have any winning horses? Did you pick any?
This is a very tough race, and I'll tell you why. I think that the 1, 2, 4, and 6 all need to be near the pace, but the 6 is fastest. 6 is going to get the lead. I really believe that. But when I watch video of every one of these horses, which the race should set up for the 5. The thing about the 5 is it's kind of one paced. It's not like a horse that's athletic that can just sit behind these and then make a move and turn a foot, right? So I worry about horses like this, but it's a short field. I watched the video of the last race. Horse is kind of like all out the entire time and then just finishes. But the race seems to set up for the 5. If you're going to take a speed horse, it seems like the 6 Reedley is the fastest. And the horse went off as the big favorite last time out. And broke slow. It doesn't say broke slow, but the horse broke slow. I think you'll see that might stumbled at the start, in fact. Was 4 to 5, needs lead. The 1 horse is kind of fast on the inside. But if you look at what I'm looking at, look at where do you see this horse passing a horse? Right? Never. It loses ground every single time. And the 6 is faster than the 1. I want to like this 4 horse so much. This is the horse I'm worried about. Can this horse rate? Ricardo Gonzalez is a little bit aggressive, though. Is he going to try to get the lead? And this horse doesn't pass horses. So I do like the 4, but I don't know. And then the simulation has the 2 horse closing best. But where does this horse show closing? Do you show 1 race where this horse is passing horses? Not 1. So, and then you look at this horse, and I see a repeat of that last race, 6 furlongs dirt here at Del Mar. Horse is, being asked the entire time, and then gets the trip. I think the 5 horse is the horse to beat in this race. Good morning, Anthony. Yeah, we will. We'll look at some of Woodbine for sure. All right. So that's my take on that race. I'm probably going to make the 5 my top pick. I wish I knew whether the 4 horse could rate or not, but I just don't know. Mark Blatt's on fire. Juan Hernandez is doing well. The simulation had this 2 horse winning the race, right over the 6 horse who I truly believe the 6 is going to clear. Stumbled last time out. Now gets a good post. This might be the horse to beat, honestly. Speed, the old saying, speed kills speed. You got Edwin Maldonado, who's one of the best gait and speed riders we have. So I would not ignore the 6 horse at all. Yeah, Jonathan Wong's not having a great meet. All right. Hey, Vern, good morning. I know I shaved and got rid of all that white beard, huh? I know. Sometimes you get lazy, Living in a hotel it's been 6 weeks now is not easy. Mr. M, what's going on? Happy belated birthday. Okay, race number 2. Mike Smith was aboard this Vizar off of a layoff from November and broke slow. And when I say this horse was loaded from the very, this horse is way faster than what it looks like. I can tell you that right now. And there was a full field of 11 horses, and it was just a bad ride by Mike Smith. And now gets Umberto, and you're only looking at 6 horses in the field. This horse is faster, can finish. This horse literally is 3 lengths better than all these horses in my mind. It's going to be my best bet of the day for sure. It just looks like on a different level to me. The others they're all competitive. I think Frazzled. So Frazzled was very slow out of the gate last time out. Pratt wasn't aboard. First time Pratt ran really, really good. I think, and this horse was trying the entire time and looks like it needs to be closer to the pace with a good break. And I think Flavian will have this horse positioned good. You know, I think you're looking at a ice cold exacta, probably 3-2. But Suki wasn't bad last time out. Looking So Lucky, I think, can improve. This is going to be your front runner. The 6 is going to be on the lead, no doubt. And this horse could go gate to wire under Tiago Pereira, who just won the Pacific Classic. Unbreakable too. This one wasn't bad as well. So I don't know who's going to be second here. I'm going to probably make the 2 Frazzled just because it's Flavian Pratt, my second pick. But I felt like every one of these horses could be second. You might even get a nice trifecta, believe it or not. But if you can find a horse you really think is going to be there, I'm thinking it's going to be Flavian Pratt. I might do something. 3 is going to be my single for sure. David, good morning. Thank you so much. Yeah. And it really comes down to the decision making as well. I got lucky. Look I got my ass kicked all day long and won one race and won almost $18,000. So it just comes down to betting. It really does. I'm telling you. And somebody emailed saying that the system was cold at Del Mar and cold at Saratoga. I just got to show you this. And I just, because the people that are watching, I just want, the system is never cold, ever, because it always is giving something. And so this person emails me saying the system is cold at Saratoga yesterday. I want to show you guys this. And look by the way, there's a flame there, which means it's not cold, but look, okay. So it didn't have this race. Top win percentage was 29% and the horse was 7-1. Dead on the board, not in the top 2, Scotty. It was a Scotty long shot. And it did run third, but okay. You want to call that cold? It didn't have anything. Okay. That race, yeah, probably. Do I have the 101A? Probably not. Okay, fair enough. Race number 2, top pick wins. Okay, 370 is 60%. Also 76 in the GSR. That's not cold. Top Scotty pick as well. Everything's leading you towards the 2. Race number 3, the Scotty long shot wins, pays 1180. That's not cold. 8 horse wins, 2%. Nobody had that. It's 20-1. All good. Had a good GSR, only 1 point off. And top win percentage was the 4 horses Scotty long shot, and that horse didn't run a lick. Okay. Race number 5, the 3 horse wins, pays 760. Look at this GSR. Top GSR, 25%. That's not cold. Yeah, it gets a little frustrating. Scotty long shot wins over the top pick. That's not cold. Somebody literally emailed me saying the system was cold here at Saratoga. The players, this is not a cop-out. We all have to make our own decisions. This show is about. I want to be entertaining, informative, but it's also about teaching. And people need to understand that listen, I lose because I'm an idiot better sometimes. It's a fact. We don't blame the system. So if that person's watching or anybody else, they understand that these are metrics that line you up sometimes. Sometimes they don't because the race is wide open. We love a tough game. Thank you very much. Yeah, the simulcast was really good yesterday. So this is here to help you and guide you. And we did not, the 2-horse, the system didn't like the 2. It can't be on fire every time. It didn't like this for whatever reason. I don't know. None of the metrics lined up here. Not in the top 2. Scotty, the win percentages. The only thing I will tell you in this race is the system is, and I don't know how close or how easy the 2 won, but the top win percentage is only 26%. It got second, but it's, still 74% chance of losing, right? Okay. Top Scotty pick wins that race. The E morning line's 9-5, and top GSR. And look at this. The top 2 GSRs came in first and second. So it actually led you to this 4% horse as well. Right. So, I mean, you could have, again, how are we going to bet it? Right. Again, it's not a cop out, but these are tools. These are tools. 2-4-3 cold. Does that seem cold to you? 2-4-3 ice cold. Top win percentage, top Scotty pick, top GSR wins. Could have keyed that horse over the 4 and the 3. Race number 10, top Scotty pick over the second Scotty pick. Does that seem cold? 12 horse, 37%. Second Scotty pick wins the race. All right, I'll stop. But yeah. Again, Vizar seems like absolutely dominant in this race to me. Yeah, betting really, it comes down to betting. Oh, Jim, yeah, I remember. That's right. I remember. God, I've been meeting so many people down here. That's what you texted me, I think, didn't you, Jim? I had one person text me and says, "Very nice to meet you," and I'm like, I didn't know what to say because they didn't say who they were. So I feel bad when that happens. I'm pretty good with names, though. Lawrence, good morning. Money management is everything, you guys. It's everything. And I'm still working. It's 38 years handicapping. I'm still working on that skill. Okay. So believe me, I fight for you guys. I want you guys to do so well. You don't even know how well. So, but it's the system is subjective metrics and tools. We all have to make our own calls. So be careful how you bet. If you're ever making a bet where your stomach is in such knots, you're over freaking betting. I know that feeling. Okay. And this is just the beginning of what we're going to be talking about with money management, because soon we're going to have tools that are going to help you with the money management and give you suggestions and stuff like that. Multi-bets, everything. That's where it's going. The other thing that's really important to me is, saving retired horses, because they don't have any value to people afterwards. Some people they do. We're going to do that. We're going to donate to that as well once the company's profitable. So a lot of things that we want to do to help change the game and make it vibrant. Positive vibes for the day. That's right. Okay. Thank you for that, Anna. Race number 3. So I love this horse. I've loved this horse from day one. This horse, I don't know if I want to call her a head case, but that last trip was just terrible. Terrible ride. Very nice horse. Never really breaks good. Was wide, but this is the best. Look at the GSRs in this horse. I mean, they're insane. So nicely bred. And this is a way easier group of horses. Look at these in the 80s. Have you seen many horses like this? Like, it's just incredible. I don't know what they paid for this horse, but because we don't show that yet, but we will show that. So terrible start, very nice. And by the way, I'm so Anna, who actually won this race here, the Fleet Street Stakes, came back to get second in the Torrey Pines against a very nice Baffert horse. So did you see that 7-horse win for fun? So I think the 1 horse can run. Scotty's second pick. California Coupe. I don't think there's upside to this horse, and the horse ran a good race. You've got to be careful. The horse runs one good race, and all of a sudden it's going to be bet to 3 to 5. Flavian Pratt's aboard. The simulated race showed the horse closing, so I do think California Cook is gonna run here and gonna finish, but I think they're gonna take this horse to the lead. Samurai Charm. Kyle Frey's aboard. Kyle Frey is a really good jockey. I mean, listen, he could be dumb. You know what I respect about Kyle Frey? Kyle Frey is sitting there in the mornings working out and training. He's working these horses in the morning, right? But he could be dominating in Northern California up at Golden Gate. Instead, he's choosing to stay down here and fight and try to fit in here. He's a very good jockey, 29 years old. So I actually am a big fan of Kyle Frey's. And I hope he takes this horse to the lead. I think the 6 is going to try to go to the lead, but I think the 7 is the fastest. And the simulated race actually had this horse going gate to wire. So my man, Justin, what's going on? Yeah, I think Fifi likes the 2 turns as well. It's the top distance for this horse. Look at the GSR Plus. Look at this. 8 furlongs. That's the top distance. So this horse should be perfect around here. 1 for 1 at the surface and distance, right? Broke her maiden. Yeah, so I hope that's what she does. The 5 horse is going to most likely be your favorite. Samurai Charm, though, could upset the apple cart here and go gate to wire. So I like these 3 horses. I'm not sure how I'm going to choose them yet. Yeah, I think could be good. So did we get the horse we wanted, Justin? All right. I wish I had handicapped every race like this, but I only got the first 3. I'm hoping that I'm thinking the 6 horse. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know. I wasn't impressed with the horse's last race. This is a tougher group, and I watched the backtrack of this, and the horse was like all out. Good morning, Patrick. The horse was all out. Yeah, agreed, Brian. Yeah. Woodbine. All right, let's look at Woodbine real quick, and then you know what we'll do? We'll do Saratoga. So first race before. Yeah, please. What do you like? Did 7 win? Scotty Longshot. Oh, Justin loves these horses. Did it win? Wow. I already know. Look at this. Amazing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is Justin all day. Scotty Longshot, top GSR. Why didn't you tell me about this horse ahead of time? Look at this. Top GSR, 1 algorithm. Scotty Longshot, 2 algorithms. EE morning line, 5-1 from a 12-to-1 morning line. 3 algorithms. 18% is a good win percentage. And then it's a price play. I mean, everything is pointing towards the 7. That's sick. That's a nice note on the 1. Not a good trip and still won easily. That's just unbelievable. Wow. That is really sick. You guys see that? So if you're new to EquinEdge, you need to like look at situations like this, okay? You have a top GSR. That's a separate algorithm. That's genetic strength rating. It's completely separate. That and the Scotty Longshot algorithm. None of these, they don't look at any one thing the same. You need to know this. This is the key to it, okay? They're completely separate. Every one. You got the top 2 Scotty picks. That's one algorithm. Scotty Longshot. That's a separate algorithm. The genetic strength rating, a separate algorithm. SORs, separate algorithm. EE morning line, separate algorithm. Okay. Win percentages, separate algorithm. Price play, separate algorithm. You got it? So they're not taught to do the same thing. They do all different things. So when they line up towards a horse, there you go. Okay? That's amazing. That is just amazing. I'm from a handicapper's perspective. That's all this is. I'm not selling this. This is like, I believe this is like sick. These are all algorithms. Nobody's handicapping. I mean, who can do that? Like what we're doing is groundbreaking for the future. This is where horse racing needs to go. Make things faster. People have a life. How much time do you really need to handicap that horse? Think about it. We can go to Saratoga, Pimlico, Gulfstream Park, Woodbine, all next in seconds and still have the same confidence level. And I can handicap just from the race view. If I want to go more in depth, I can do the ticket generator. If I want to go more in depth, I can use the handy view, which is our past performances. Like, it's just insane. Anyways, yeah, incredible. All right, Saratoga. Wow, I've never seen that. All these hot trainers. It's like a line of them. Wow, I mean, are these first-time starters, second-time starter? Okay, yeah. You have to remember this too. When you're looking at second-time starters, many times the trainers give the horse a race. Think about these babies, and they're doing something for the first time. They can improve so drastically. So, look to see if there's anything pointing towards improvement from them. Okay, but I mean, the GSRs are pretty much average, for all of them. There's not much of a difference. Jockey trainer combination. And Brad Cox, Luis Saez, 39%. That's pretty good on the 5 horse. Let me run the simulated race real quickly. Three gets the lead. Here comes the 1, and then the 5. It looks like 3, 1, 5 in that order. Okay, 3, 1, 5. Anyway, I'm want to watch this race with you guys. All right, they're loading into the gate. Hey, Bill. It has been a while. Replays, I've got it on the testing site. What's happening, the only thing happening right now with the replays is we've only got about 40 tracks that have approved us. I think we have like about another 50 or 60 to go. And so we can't launch the product and have it be incomplete because people are going to say, you know, what are we paying for here? So that's why. So we're still waiting for approvals. But yes, like I have like half of them. I'm able to watch past performances. So
outside for Dawn on a goddess of fire. Now moving throughout the round. Everyone loves Linda. Everyone loves Linda has the lead. For Dawn runs in second. And on the outside is Goddess of Fire next to third. This time for Cupid was racing in fourth, 4 lengths. Back to Saffron move in fifth. And on the trail in the field is Dover Dreams in sixth. Who is well behind the front runners here.
the mock race is something I'm testing right now that runs a simulated race because, you know, we don't have anything on our website for pace. And pace is a huge part of the game. So we're working on that. And it'll basically give you all the different calls and it'll show you how far back each horse is from the leader at the time. I mean, the system had 1, 3, and 5, the simulated race. These are first-time starters, second-time starters. How sick is this? I mean, look at these 2 horses. I mean, the 1 horse is going to go gate to wire, and the system has it winning at 8-1. That's pretty sick. Come on, 5, stay up for second. 6 is coming. Come on, 1, hold up. Oh my God, it's going to be so close. Oh, 6 got it. God. Oh. It looked good for a while there, didn't it? Man, it looked like 1, 3, 5. I really didn't think the 6 was going to get there, but the system had the 1 horse going. Yeah. God, I know. 6 horse. Top GSR. First time starter for Todd Fletcher, John Velasquez. Oh, Eric, you got that? Oh no, yeah, 8-1 on the 1. That's pretty sick though. How the system had that horse going gate to wire. Yeah, hot jockey and hot trainer. Yeah, 6 horse got up late. Oh, 1.
Number 6, Goddess of Fire was first. Number 1, everyone loves Linda second. Number 4, Dover Dreams finished third. Number 2,
I mean, I don't know that it doesn't like firsters. I haven't seen that. I do best on races like this. I mean, it, you know, that race it had just wide open. 6 horse came on. I mean, firsters are tough. Don't forget the system learns too, right? It had the 1 horse on the lead. Oh God, it had the 1 horse on the lead. I don't know what else it could do. I mean, for a first-time starter, I thought that was pretty neat how it showed that. I mean, you're trying to analyze first-time starters. I mean, look, the system is saying that the 1 horse is going to be like right there with the 3, and it was those 2 horses. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty amazing to me. It didn't like the 6. I don't know why. Anyways, they shouldn't have showed that, but I thought that was pretty impressive. And that was a Scotty long shot as well. Yeah, the gun runner didn't run. All right. Saratoga race number 2. The 2 horse is scratched. Oh, you're talking about the 3? Oh, you're talking about the 3. You know, a lot of times what I'll do with first-time starters, I got to look at the GSR. I've never seen that before. Huh. Wow. Take a picture of that. For all these horses? Uh-oh. Just in that race. That's weird. Some sort of bug there in that second race where it's not showing the GSR plus. Never seen that before. Oh no, it didn't click on the... It usually defaults to it. That's weird. Huh. Okay. So you want to look to see, you know, it says off turf. Is this race off the turf? But it's not reflect. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. It didn't know what to do because it's in between making the changes right now. Is this race off the turf? That's what it is. Right. It's saying off the turf here, but it's still green, so it hasn't fully changed yet. The 2, what? The 2? Just one at Pimlico. 2 and 7 still turf. It says off turf here. Huh. It's on the turf, Kevin? That's weird. I don't know. All right, well, Brad's looking at that. There's a lot of moving parts on this website, guys. So we're working on it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's on turf or off turf. You guys are saying it's on turf, but I don't know. Top Boss wins. Good morning, Junior. It's on the melon turf. Maybe the system is. Am I ignoring you, Colin? Did I miss what you said? They went from main to mellow. I don't even know what the hell mellow is. I very rarely play Saratoga. Do they have two different turf courses? Is that what it is? I would never ignore you, brother. You know that. Melon? Well, Brad's looking into it. Yeah, okay. All right. So they have the melon turf and the inner turf. Okay, thanks you guys. I didn't even know that. So they took it off of the inner turf and put it on the outer turf. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. So the melon's the outer turf. Got it. Noted. Thank you, guys. Scotty Longshot wins top GSR over the top pick. That was 67%. So you've got just two algorithms that are telling you the GSR, when it's the top GSR and it's a Scotty Longshot. I mean, they're so deadly. And then look at the EE morning line. That's just sick. Tell me that people aren't influenced by the morning line. 8-1 in the morning line. The horse goes off at 9-1. EE morning line says the fair value is 3-1. Look at that. I mean, clearly, if I'd have seen this ahead of time, I would have hammered an exacta box here. Hammered. And then you got a 40-1 shot for third. I bet you this trifecta paid huge. Yeah, look at that. 162.50 for $1 in a 6-horse field. It's sick. That just comes down to making the right decision. That's all it comes down to. So sick. Yeah, I mean, that it doesn't not get any easier than that right there. Oh, you had that, Jeff? You had that? Nice. What up, brother? All right, Gulfstream Park race number 2. We're just chilling. Like this is the show. Like, listen, when Delmar's done, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back to Florida, and we're gonna do the live. We're gonna do the live stuff that we do, where we're just betting races that are upcoming, like race to race to race, and just betting. And I'm betting with you. No, I'm dialing in the I'm dialing in how I'm going to play the tournament. Believe me, Junior. I'm dialing it in. When you have new tools, you're trying to incorporate them in your handicapping. You guys know what I mean. That's tough to do. It took me a year and a half to get off the form. A year and a half. Now I don't need it. We have our own form, first of all. I mean, but I still like the formulator product that DRF has, though. I do. But we're building a link feature like that. I did terrible, Patrick. I had one good race yesterday where I just made a lot of money, and that's why I love horse racing. Is if you can still make your scores and get paid. So I had a really nice trifecta. I think it was race number 9 or 10. 9. It was 9. But I couldn't get it. The card was very difficult for me, and you could see that in my picks. My picks were really off. So let's see if there's anything interesting here. So when you have all these horses that have been at the surface and distance this entire time, you know what? Initially, I was like, nah, it's not usable. In this race, I don't think it is usable, but sometimes you can see it still works. So I'm changing my mind on the GSR. I'm thinking the GSR is good, like to use probably 85% of the time. I don't know about you guys. Even in a race where the horses have run a bunch, I still see it being very effective. Oh, thank you, Jay. Very nice. Oh, thank you, Jay. That's very nice of you too, by the way. Yeah, I think I've told you guys, but like initially we set up this just to teach people how to use it, and it's become more about like the community that we have and everybody, you know, sharing with each other and helping each other and rooting for each other and just talking, just like you talk to our friends, like in person, and go, man, this game is tough, and it comes down to betting always and stuff like that, right? And that's what it is, and that's what this is about. And we're here to cover Del Mar right now, but we're gonna, you know, the live. If you're new to the show and you've never seen what we normally do, it's a kick. It's like it gets double the viewers. And we have between Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, I think we have anywhere from 300 to 500 concurrent people at any given time. So that's a pretty big show for horse racing. It's pretty amazing. But we actually have more when we do the live handicapping, go from race to, you guys, it just shows you guys are like worse than me. Like, you want that action. We go from race to race to race, and we handicap, and we just gamble our asses off. It's a lot of fun. And we also have, like, we did the Golden Hour. We did the Assiniboia Downs show. We've done the Sam Houston. That was really cool, too, where we focus in on one or two tracks. So on the Golden Hour was very successful. We covered Golden Gate Fields, and we covered Santa Anita, and that was fantastic. We really enjoyed that, too, and that was really good. The Sam Houston. How many of you played Sam Houston prior to that show? When we covered Sam Houston for, like, I want to say 7 weeks, and it was fantastic. The GSR, Tony, it stands for genetic strength rating, and it goes back 3 generations of family and how they've done, at what level they've done. And you can use that in every situation, but especially with first-time starters or horses doing something for the first time or second time, right? That's where it's most effective, and it really helps you. You know, there are a lot of things that we need to do to this site. It's missing a lot. Little things. Past performances. We don't show you who the jockey was, all this. And we're going to. But that being said, I just want to warn you that the more statistics you have, the more of these things that you have, the more it messes with you and you start overanalyzing. At the end of the day, these win percentages still win 36% of the time. Are you going to do better than that? That's just that one metric. 35.5% for the Scotty picks at a higher ROI. Can you do better than that? I'm just saying that's one metric. So when you start adding all these things that you think that you need, you don't. You just need to be consistent. Bet consistently. That's it. The simulator is, we've been running it and it's getting better. We've got a good one now, and it's not where I want it to be. It's not where I want to be. Yeah, Jim, we might take investments. This is a very costly project, believe me. And so, but it's missing a lot, you know, and the simulator is going to be great because in my mind, the one thing that's missing is pace. I think time is irrelevant. Pace is key. Absolutely. And the simulator is going to give you that. So it needs a lot of work though, but we have an algorithm that we really like. And so it's going to be good. The phone one, Craig, yeah, it does, but I don't want to put past performances on the phone. I mean, who wants to be like this? And you're looking at the GSR Plus is going to be on mobile very soon. So you'll have the GSR Plus. You'll have it. I mean, you got to remember, we've literally been in business 1.5 years, I think. Right? Maybe 2 at the most. And so, like, imagine where this thing is going to be in a year or two from now. It's going to be crazy. So just remember, we have an amazing team. Okay, Justin needs this 5. Now I got to watch it. Sucking me in, Justin. They just took off.
She's a dream. Gracie Handy is Hello Friends in the center. On the outside, Riania. On the extreme outside, next is Golden Garden.
Race notes. We'll have that, Mike. I don't know. You overanalyze the Big Six, Martine. I don't know how you could have had the 10. I just don't know how. I don't know how. So the one horse right now is on the lead. She's a dream who's come up second, sharing third, Gloriania. Mademoiselle over on the inside, on the outer Golden Garter. Hello Friends making ground, say hey the center. Then Kyra, Mia, and Midnight. 5's in second right now.
Racing in front, Gracie from She's a Dream. Mademoiselle over on the
Team's all out. The 5's all out. It's just a matter now whether the 1's going to stop or not. But the 5's running. Come on, 1, just stop. Come on, stop 1. Come on, 5's running. 5's got a big shot. Okay, 1's stopping. Okay, come on, get by this 4. Get by. Get by. Get by. Get your ass by. God, come on. No. Oh, that's sick. Oh, God, that is so sick. Oh, God, Justin. Oh, that's just, oh. That 10 cost you the Big Six, Jeff. Oh, God, that was sick, Justin. Oh, Justin's like, oh, God. Oh, God, that was just ridiculous. Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, God, that was, yeah. Ugh, God. Do you know I lost? I lost a Pick Six just like that, all the way down the stretch, 2 horses dueling. It was, I can't remember the horses' names, but it was Eddie Delahousie and Lafitte Pinkai down the stretch like that the entire way. And I had Lafitte on a horse that was 25-1, singled. And Eddie beat me by a nose for $375,000. It was just, I couldn't even get up. I was sitting down watching it, and I was like, my legs wouldn't work. I was at a kid's birthday party too. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know how anybody could have had that 10. I genuinely have no idea. Who won that race? Wasn't that the 4 on the inside? Yeah, at GP. Remember that, Justin? The 2 won that race? That was the 2 on the inside? Really? That was the favorite. Top GSR, second Scotty pick. Thoroughgraph had that 10, Art? Really? Wow. Christina Blacker had the 10? Oh, Vic Stauffer had that. Okay, that's where he made his money, huh? He bet $2,000 to win on that? Okay, so that's where he got all that money. Good for him. Wow, that is huge. Yeah. I was happy for Vic. I don't know. So okay, so that was a thoroughgraph play. So that's how everybody had that. All right. So Vic's a thoroughgraph player. I couldn't have had it. All right, we better get to Del Mar. It's 10:30 already. Isn't it amazing? We've been on for an hour. How fast does this go when we do this? All right, well, but let's just do Saratoga first. All right, let me run the simulated race. Hold on. Is it just me, or does this show always go by fast? All right, so it shows the 8 horse getting a clear lead early. First call, then second call, still on the lead. 6, 3, 10 are coming on. And then it shows the 8 horse stopping at the third call. 6 takes the lead over the 3. And then the 8 comes back. So 3, it looks like 8, 6. The 8 wins the race over the 6 wins the race over the 8 over the 3, 10. 6, 8, 3, 10. So we'll look at these closer. That's just one thing. So the 6 horse made a mouse poussé. 8-1 on the morning line, top GSR. Look at this. This is interesting. 8-1 on the morning line. Look at the EE morning line, 6-5. Now there was 3 horses scratched, to be fair to the odds maker, but that's insane. 6-5, it's saying, and top GSR, and top Scotty pick, and top win percentage. And then the simulated race has the 6 horse winning. There you go. Wow. Maybe the 6. 4-1 right now. John Velasquez is on fire. Hot jockey. There it is. And for Wesley Ward. How are you getting 4-1? How was this horse 8-1 in the morning line? 7-2 now. Had the 8 horse, then 3 and 10. All right. Jeff, be careful. It's still a first-time starter. That was funny, though. I don't think that Wesley Ward gets much credit for horses going 2 turns. He's just known for his sprinters. I think that may be what it is. And also a first-time starter going 2 turns. A lot can happen. It's not a first-time, second-time starter, excuse me. And the GSR is what? It's still on the turf. Good GSR, 71. The 10 look good? 10's a first-time starter. Interesting. So the system had the 6, 8, 3, 10. 3's getting bet. I don't know, maybe do a trifecta box, 3, 6, 8, 10, right? At the very least, and maybe an exacta box as well. Bet the 6 to win. It's gonna, you know what it's gonna come down to? Yeah, there's 10 different long shot algorithms aside from the Scotty algorithm. There's 10 different price play algorithms, and they're all different. So I don't know which one it is, but it's a price play algorithm, right? And if you go to the dashboard, you'll see right here. So all these are price plays, and there's 10 different algorithms that make these up. It's pretty cool. Really some trick stuff. And then you can see here, look at these. These are all top chalk. can see Redoso down 70% horse. So if you're looking to take some of these big favorites and key them with long shots, you like a horse like this, you can grab it and go 71%, 1-5 on the EE morning line, top Scotty pick, and top GSR by far, 4-4 at the distance. I mean, good post. I mean, this horse looks like a monster in here. So now what you could do is you can say, okay, I want to play. Look how fast we can do that. Again, I won the Pegasus tournament. Almost $200,000 I won, and I did no handicapping. Justin will tell you, none. We were smoking cigars and drinking the night before. And so then you could do this, and you can go, okay, I'm going to run a trifecta, and you could do something like that. You go, okay, 4, 5, and then you could go and say, okay, 8 with 2, 5, 7 exacta, going off in 49 minutes. Well, that's what we can do that fast. What's up, Angela? Oh, there you go. That's a good point, Doug. So bet that $10 on the 6 horse. I can't wait to watch this race now. After this, we got to get serious about Del Mar. You guys are bad influences. Ross, you crack me up, man. Oh, man. I've already drank too much, Craig. God, I drank more since I've been here in 6 weeks than I drank in the last year. Pick 4. Let's see what the pick 4 does. Watch, we could do something like this. The EE morning line, here's interesting. The EE morning line on the 10 horse, who's a Scotty long shot as well, good GSR is 6-1. That's very interesting. And look at this. The system, the EE morning line does not really like the 3 that much. So you could do something like this. What's it? EE morning line on the 8 horse is 7-1. So you could go something like this, use those 3 horses, just like that. And then regenerate. See, in a situation like this where there's so many scratches, this is why the EE morning line is so important, right? Because these morning lines, the odds makers are not going to be accurate, but you're getting an adjustment on the morning line, okay? Like on this one, Jade's Kelly, 52%, top Scotty pick, 3-5 on the morning line. Like these things are so important, and these are adjusted. The odds maker doesn't have that luxury. Okay. Going into the gate, 6 horses 4-1 right now. 3 horses taking all the money. The EE morning line doesn't really like the 3. Draws inside as well. And the 2-4-5 is scratched, so you got the 10 horse that's going to be in the 7 hole. That's not bad at all. Oh, God, that's why I can't play Saratoga. You know how many times when I went back to Saratoga and I would play a horizontal bet, and then halfway through the stuff would be taken off the turf. It's brutal. They do look chalky, Craig. Eight broke out like a shot. There goes the 6, and the 10's on the outside. Stop the race. But look at the jockey on the 6. He's trying to get out of the inside. Did you see that? Like, he did not want to be on the inside. Interesting move. I mean, like, it was pretty dramatic. The E-morning line does adjust for that, Cindy, yes. What's up, Patrick? Which race are you talking about you want me to run? Ten's all out. 8's running really good. 6 is running unbelievably. And nobody else really seems like they're coming. I mean, the horse on the inside, the 7's being prodded. 3's being prodded. So it's just a matter of whether these two horses in front are going to stop or not. But the other ones are being asked. 6 and 8 are running both very good to me. Here comes the 3. 6. Oh, don't stop. 6. Come on, 8. Stay up. 3-8. $11. Are you talking about yesterday, Pat? Because there's no 11 races today. There's only 10. I wouldn't say that was easy, Joe. Six disappointed stopping. I don't know what the systems are looking at, but there's no distinction between the E-morning line and the morning line. Race number 10 today. Which horse, Patrick, are you looking at? Okay. Chalmar. All right. Let's see here. Okay, there it is. All right. So it has the horse about 7 lengths back early, and then it starts closing, really makes a nice move in the third call, and then levels out a little bit. The system shows the 7 winning the simulated race. 7 is also top Scotty pick, but the 11 doesn't run bad. Interesting on the stretch out. It actually has it running pretty good. Yeah. Not bad right there. 7 winning though. But it really makes a nice move. The horse can run better. And the horse has gotten bet in the last couple of races as well. Doesn't have any speed though. And that's really tough. If I had to guess, probably 6 months. Probably. It needs a lot of work. But it's not bad. But I don't want it to throw people off because there's been some races where it had a horse winning easily and I bet it and it lost. But then it said that, and what that does is it throws you off because you try not to get influenced by the mock race, but you do. And so I'm trying to figure that out right now. So I test and I'm the guinea. But then it goes over like, was it Thursday, when that 3-horse won the 4th race, and it showed that horse winning the race, and I'm like, nah, I don't believe it. And then it wins, and we saw what happened there. So I was walking around the track the other day, and I saw Gary Studi. He's a character, that guy. He was in a Porsche, an older Porsche, and he's talking to somebody on the phone. He's got a cigar in his hand. I don't even know how he was driving. It was just really funny. The 2 in the first race on Saturday? It did. It had the 2. Ain't easy. It had the 2 and the 3, like almost neck and neck. Yep. Yeah, I think I missed your point, Ross. Let me see here. I guess you missed my point. But if you had to weight the morning line along with the way you have the 5 lowest numbers, I maybe it's me, Ross. I still don't understand what you're saying. Anybody else? Explain that in a different way so I can help Ross here. If the EE morning line with the weight, the 5 lowest numbers would be the picks for the trifecta. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. You can find different ways of looking at that. I don't even know what the EE morning line looks like. It looks at. I don't know what any of these algorithms look at anymore. See, that's what I think, Craig. So, okay, I will just say this. Its job is very similar to, hopefully this helps a little bit, Ross, but its job is very similar to the morning line odds maker's job, and that is to predict what the horse is going to go off at. Okay, it is. That I do know. That I can tell you. But in doing that, you can find fair value. Like a lot of people try to say, here's the fair value of the horse. But nobody creates an algorithm like that. They're really trying to predict what the horse is going to go off at. So all of a sudden you see 20-1 on the morning line, and you see us with 5-2, and the horse is 18-1. You're like, are you kidding me? Like, that's a bet every time, right? So you can still use it as fair value, but you have to be careful at the same time, because if it says a horse is going to be 4-5 and the horse is 4-5, it's just predicting what the horse is going to go off at. Does that make sense? The EE morning line is tremendous. The EE morning line is just off the chain. Like, I know this because we've run the stats. The EE morning line is so much more accurate than the odds makers morning line. It's not even close, except for Belmont and Aqueduct. That guy is really good, but he beats us by a point. So But when you play some of these other tracks, you get a really good opportunity to beat the odds maker, because people are influenced by the. Why do you think they set a morning line? People are influenced by that. Now, the goal, though, for the track is that the morning line be as accurate as possible, because you want people to win, because the tracks make money based on how much money is bet, the churn. Okay? So, but the EE morning line is a tremendous tool. Are you kidding? I wouldn't even know what to do without the EE morning line. I count on it. I wear out my mouse pad, my keypad, just going like this all day long. So an example is the one horse here, keychain yesterday. The EE morning line was 9-1. The horse went off at 2-1. So for whatever reason, whether it was the rail or whatever reason, the EE morning line didn't like it. I will bet my lungs out on this horse next time out. I hope it's the right conditions, but I love this horse. We got to do Del Mar. What are we doing? It's 11 o'clock. All right. God. All right. We did race number 1, 2, and 3. We got to go to 4. That's awesome, Andrew. Thank you for saying that. Sipping and kissing. One to watch was very green. Still green, can really close. Winner was very good. I mean, I don't know what to make of this horse. He might be better. He might be better than it looks. I still don't understand why they're not dropping this horse in for a tag. That was an easy group of 42 in that maiden race, and the horse didn't get bad, didn't run. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this horse. I've got some good notes on this horse, but off a bit slow, 4 to 5 wide. I mean, this horse is just, it's going to get there one of these days, and it's going to be at a big price, and I'm going to kill myself. What's up, Joe? My man. Cindy asked me, what do you like in race number 3? Well, okay. I think they're going to go to the lead with Samurai Charm, the 7. Fifi Pharaoh, I love this horse. I've always loved this horse. I think this horse had a bad start. 8 furlongs is going to be perfect. 1 for 1 at the surface and distance. California Kook is got the top SOR. I think this is going to be 1-5, but the simulated race said that the 7 could go gate to wire if Kyle sends this horse to the lead. I left the 6 in, but I want to try to beat this horse. A lot of times in a race like this, just watch. It's going to come in top 2 GSRs, right? In the top Scotties as well. So you have everything is kind of pointing towards that. The win percentages, the GSRs, the top Scotty picks, right? Kind of pointing towards the 1 and the 5. So I'm going to go. I hope this horse can put it together. I mean, Flavian Pratt. I mean, he schools these. He schools them. I mean, does he ever school them? Yeah. I watch his rides. Just watch him. Do you know yesterday he was in the paddock and he was looking. This is the race I won all the money. I want to show you. So I'm watching him in the paddock, right? And he goes in the paddock. He walks in, Flavian Pratt. He's on going global. 2 for 2 at the surface and distance. 80 GSR. Top Scotty pick. Top win percentage. I mean, EE morning line of 9 to 5. Was everything not pointing towards this 3? Anyways, he goes over all the horses in the paddock. And the only one he looks at is the 1 horse. And he studied that horse. Literally looked at that horse. I'm like, what is he looking at? Didn't look at any of them. Just the 1. And That was who Umberto was aboard, and he schooled Umberto. You watch that backtrack, and you'll see Umberto got behind horses. The one horse had a ton of horse, might have even been best, and Flavian outrode him. Now, Fluffy Socks was very good in this race and had a terrible trip. For those of you that bet Fluffy Socks, for sure, and that's why I have a note on the horse. I mean, terrible trip might have been best. Also, the one horse had a ton of horse, and the reason you know that is because when the horse finally got through, the horse was able to turn a gear and make up ground. It was really a good effort. So the one was very live. Going Global got the trip. That was all Flavian Pratt. I mean, good horse for sure, but 1 and 7 were good. Anyways, I did a big trifecta in that race. You can't say that Rosario didn't ride good yesterday, Junior. He won 2 races on a 7-1 and 8-1. So, I mean, I agree. Pratt's freaking genius. I mean, he's something else. I love watching him ride. By far the best turf rider in the country. It's not even close in my mind. Not even close. All right, we got to get going. And I'm going to give you guys something else to think about as well, right? Who do you think the trainers are trying to get on their top horses, right? Just remember that. Just remember that. Like, especially on the turf, they're trying to get Pratt. And second, they would get Umberto. That ride unestablished was huge. Absolutely. Do you know the simulated race had the 8-horse? Joe had the 8-horse win in the race. Couldn't believe it. Yeah. So you just need to remember, you need to always, any turf race, you better look at what Pratt is on very carefully. I'll tell you right now. And he'll move up a horse 3 or 4 lengths. Just remember that as well. Easy. Okay? Just a handicapping tool that normally I don't like to do that, but I think Pratt is that good on the turf especially. You know, on the dirt, he's very, very good, but he's on the turf just insane. I'm not going to give him the same credit for dirt, but I'll give him that for turf. Woodbine is one of the toughest tracks to handicap. It's just so tough. I will tell you this. This will help you a little bit, Andrew. On that synthetic surface, you need to be within about 3 lengths of the leader. Very few horses come from further back than that to win, okay? In sprint races especially. So that can help you a little bit. All right, I'm going to run the simulated race for race number 4 because we're running really behind. And I still have to take a shower, as you can tell. Look at this head. All right, the system shows the 2-horse. So remember this, 2-horse is going to have the lead early. And then all of a sudden the 6 and 7 start coming on very fast. And the 2 hangs in there. And all of a sudden, the only one that the system didn't like was the 8. Then it had these horses. So it doesn't like the first-time starter, whose works are slow. Anybody make a case for this horse? Not a Scotty long shot. Doesn't have a good GSR. All right, so I'm going to eliminate the 8. I'm going to run this again. Has the 2 getting the lead? What's the story with the 2? And these others start catching up. Top GSR, Scotty pick. Interesting. Huh. You might want to look at that horse. So it's got the 2 in the front. And then 6 and 7 start coming on. But it's got the 2 beating the 7. And then the 3 and 6. And the 1 starts coming on late. So 7 is right there, first-time starter, Flavian Pratt, Peter Miller. This horse can most likely run. And then the 3 and 6 are right there as well. And it kind of looks like this, right? And this horse, top Scotty pick, 6 horse sipping and kissing. Interesting. I've liked this horse from the beginning. Well, the simulated race has that horse right there, 2, 3, 6, 7. Right there. It doesn't like the 1 on the simulated race. The 1's only 4%, not top 2 Scotty, not a Scotty long shot. 4 is going to get scratched. All right. Okay. So here's the thing, there's a couple of things going on with this one horse, and that is this. That was a 42 SOR. You see that, right? And this is a 50 SOR today. The horse went off at 45-1 in that race and got second. Now, there's a couple of things going on. You could look at that and go, okay, maybe the horse is lightly raced and maybe the horse is improving. That's one thing. Or you could look at it and go, it ran good because it was an easier group. I will say this. It's going up in SOR, but the GSR at 6 furlongs is a 66 in comparison to 62. So I have mixed feelings, and I don't like the rail. So I can't say that this horse can't run good. I don't like the rail. So I have mixed feelings. Don't like rail. Facing tougher. So what you can do, you ever write stuff down, you go, okay, pluses and minuses, and put a line through it, and you're like, okay, the pluses are higher GSR. Negative is, plus is EE morning line 7-2. Negative is facing tougher. Negative is only 4%. Negative is not in the top 2 Scotty or Scotty long shot, right? You could, positive is GSR is good at 66. So this type of thing. You don't like the 7, Cindy? Do you know why you don't like the 7? I mean, the works are great. Steady. You have an EE morning line on the 2 horse. Look at this, of 9-2 compared to 8-1. Okay, and then the system. It's a top GSR. It's a Scotty long shot, and the mock race had the horse, I think, winning, but it's right there. Yeah, that's you don't like that. I haven't found a pattern like that yet, but I can't make an argument either. I like to argue with you, but I can't make an argument. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, 3 horse Gold Rush Candy, a second-time starter, but look at that SOR. It was a 42, went off at 50 cents in the dollar and lost and got 5th. Will it improve? Yeah. I mean, I guess it can. I don't know. Disappointing effort to me. All these bullets, that didn't impress me. I think this horse needs the lead. That's what I think. There are a lot of these types of horses, when they don't get the lead, they lose. And the system is saying the 2 might get the lead over the 3 early, and then all of a sudden they start coming on. And it shows the 3 horse. Oops. Well. Can't help myself. I wasn't paying attention. I need more coffee. Excuse me 1 second. How much time do I have? It's 11 o'clock. I'll be right back. Yes. All right. So I have no idea what I'm going to do in this race. It looks very, very tough. You maybe don't want to not use the 6 horse. Just saying. Okay, race number 5. Five is going to get scratched. I don't like to look at horses that have no chance of winning or very low chance. So when the E morning line says 45-1, the horse shows 2%, I eliminate it. That's 2 metrics that are telling me the horse has no chance. 3%. Oh, well, we talked about this horse. I thought this horse might run. I don't think the 11 wins, but I think the horse can be in the money. So I'm not going to eliminate it in case I play a vertical. So, all right, race number 5. Mid-show coffee. Yeah, exactly. I need it. Yesterday, I didn't have any caffeine. Well, I drank a Diet Coke to help. So I'll take a look. I'll run the simulated race first on this. All right, let me run the simulated race on race number 5. All right. So it's got a wall of them in front. Mainly, yeah, it's got a wall of them. All right. Still in call number 2. Now it has the 1 and the 2 pulling away, and then here comes the 8 late. So very clear that the 1 wins over the 2 and the 8, and the 8 is finishing pretty fast. Who's the 1? Race trackers. So 1, 2, and 8. But the 1 pretty clear. And 1's the top GSR as well. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So you have an E morning line of 9-5 from a 3-1 morning line. You have a 65 on the GSR. You have a top Scotty pick. And you have a horse that's burned a lot of money. But you also have a horse that's dropping from a 32,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime down to this 16,000 non-winners of 2. Thank you, and I appreciate it. One second. Okay. Mid-show beer grab, I know. That will be when I get to the racetrack. All right. So this is a big drop. Ron Ellis, though, I mean, I've been keying Ron Ellis's horses for second. And by the way, I think Ron Ellis is a great trainer. So we're just talking from a handicapping and betting perspective, okay? So this horse is one of the ones, but it's burned money. And Ron Ellis is not hot. Joe Bravo's great. You know, I won't know. This wouldn't be a key for me, but I wouldn't know what to do. But the simulated race had the 1 winning pretty easily. And then it had the 2 and the 8 full draw. That's not the nitro, John, for sure. God, no. So this horse breaks terrible. 1 win in 13 tries. But look, that was from the 9 hole last time out, and false broke up for second still. That was a good effort against a 46 group. So comes back at the same level, arguably a little bit easier group at 44 SOR current race. Hey, Oscar. The race before that was facing a way tough group, so you can throw that out. Rank, forced out at the start, so you can throw that out. And the horse rushed up. You see a second call where this horse was only a length and a half back. Okay, throw that out. Then goes 9 furlongs on the turf, lower GSR, and that was a 50 group going 9 furlongs, and went off at 21-1. Wasn't expected to do well. I would imagine that you're going to see the best effort this horse is running right here. I would imagine. And the simulated race liked the horse. And 3-1 in the EE morning line. Okay, not bad. Second top GSR, a second place finish. Had a feel for the track, first time out, broke 10th, and they really didn't ask the horse. So this could be a long shot. This could be a long shot here. Just be careful. I mean, the simulated race had this horse closing best. This is one of those ones where it's hard to see. Broke 10th here. Then broke last. In the last 4 races, this horse breaks terrible. Terrible breaker. Look at this. Almost last every race. All right, that's a tough one. 1 win in 23 races, 5 seconds. But the thing is that here's the thing. You've got a horse. Ron Ellis is an 8% trainer right now. It is what it is right now. And this is going to be your favorite. This is the type of race where you get a long shot. It's just an interesting horse. And the GSR goes up. Mount Pilliar is Scotty's second pick. Scotty long shot is Salah, who broke his maiden last time out. Kyle Frey's aboard. So a lot of times what I'll do is try to figure out what happened. How is this horse not running good and all of a sudden comes over and just wins at 8-1, right? When it's just burning money. Where does that effort come from? The SOR didn't drop, nothing changed, the GSR didn't go up. Like, what happened? Something happened. But the thing is, in a race like this, you will see horses like this win. Although horses that break their maiden only come back to win 5% of the time. And the horse is 7% to win. But I'm looking at this race and going, this horse is favorite. And Ron Ellis is cold. But this is a big drop. It is a big drop. Maybe in this situation, this is finally the day. Hopefully, Ron can get a win here. I'm leaning towards this horse is going to win. I'll tell you that. And I'll tell you another reason. So you go over and you look at a horse like the 1. You're like, okay, yes, the horse to beat. But what is another reason why you like this horse as well? So look at the EE morning line. Okay, on the 7 horse, it's not 12-1, it's 25-1 in the EE morning line. On the 3 horse, it's not 6-1 in the morning line, it's 7-1. Full draw the 2 is 3-1. So, and now we like the 2 bit. We can see the 2. I'm leaning towards that. The 4 horse, EE morning line 6-1 from a 7-2. And the mock race didn't like it. And Mount Pilliar is Heliar is 4-1. So what happened in the last race to this horse? Was in for a 20,000. I mean, I don't know why Alfredo puts this horse in this race. That is open company $20,000 level. That is a way tougher group than what this horse is facing now. So you have to picture that this horse is going to run much better here. Have to. I like the 9. I like the 9. And I probably have to throw the 3. So for me, these are the horses I would use. I probably play against the 4. Probably. This horse was in this race as well, broke out 5 to 6 wide. Also in the same race as the 9. One was 8-1. One was the favorite at 7-2. Lukewarm. I don't know. You might want to watch this video of this race. I mean, had a perfect trip and lost, but those were much tougher. I will say this, though. I think the 9 is, if you look at the GSRs, will be better. Got a 3rd place finish here against a 48 group and then goes on dirt, same group. I just think the 9 is, well, had a 62 GSR. Look, back to a 58 GSR. So this horse hasn't run good when it was a 58 GSR. 62 GSR runs good. 63 GSR runs good. Drops to a 58 GSR, doesn't run good. At a 58 GSR today. I don't know. Mixed feelings, right? Just calling it the way I'm seeing it. I mean, there's a lot of pluses and minuses for each of these horses. Can't like the 7. 15 tries at the surface and distance with 3 third place finishes. What's the morning line? 25-1 by. What happened, Jim? Scotty Longshot wins again. Wow. Look at that GSR. 17-1. It's such a sick algorithm. Wow. Race number 3, the top Scotty pick won. Race number 2, the Scotty Longshot won, paid $21. And the Scotty Longshot won race number 3. So Scotty Longshot has won 3 of the first 4 races. Top Scotty pick won the third race. Insane. I mean, it's so good. 58%, 7-5 on the morning line. And now 2 for 2 at the distance. Pretty amazing. Look at all those flames as well. Thanks, Jeff. All right, race 5. I'm leaning towards the 1 horse. I'm interested to see that GSR, what the 8 might do. I do like the 2 horse. Coming back at the same level. That's also a thing to look at, but I don't look at these breaks. I mean, this horse cannot break. And a lot of horses, it's very difficult to come from this far back and win, especially when you don't break well. I don't know. Mixed feelings. But Ron Ellis cannot win. 8% is 8%. System is cold as hell. All right, race number 6. I'm going to run this simulated race. Wall of them on the lead. Same in the second call, same in the third call. Oh my God. Like literally, it was a vertical line. First call, second call, third call, fourth call. So, wow. What the hell do we do with that? Oh, look at the win percentages. Holy crap. All right. Well, look at you. You could look. I just want to remind you guys in a situation like this is if you see something here, whether it's a GSR and you want to go with that or Scotty Longshot, whatever. Scotty Longshot does very well in races like this. I will tell you that. But sometimes you just press the all button in a race. Well, not the. I'm not running the 1 and 4. I didn't run the 1 and 4. I just don't. I don't see it. 1% 30 to 1 the morning line. I'm not using it. 1% 40 to 1 the morning line. Not using it. So, yeah. It's just saying. Even the look at this. That's the line right there. Look at that. Okay. Boom. You didn't see that. Well, look for horses that need the lead. Look at. I mean, you can see. I mean, you could get a price here. Or you could get the favorite winning, which sucks. I mean, I would, even the 5 horse, I mean, the system had it right there. I don't know why. Looks like hell. Not the type of horse I would bet. Mike Maker, Trevor McCarthy. I mean, why isn't Trevor dropping this horse? Not Trevor, but Mike Maker dropping this horse down to 20,000 level. I mean, he obviously. You know, races like this too, you want to look at changes. So Phil D'Amato, Juan Hernandez on the 10.
He was second to last. In great play. This is
Mike Maker takes blinkers off the 5. Okay, so that's different. Okay, that's different. Maker claim on the 5. Okay, so you have to remember that anytime there's a change like that, anything can happen. I mean, this race looks absolutely wide open. I will remind you, though, that these horses seem to do very, very well. The Scotty Longshot in races that are wide open. You have a horse that's third off the layoff, or second off the layoff, excuse me. Pulled early. You know, to me, horses like this, its best races were when it was on the lead. It has a chance depending on how aggressive the other jockeys are. The 3 shows right there. The 9 shows winning over the 3. Okay. And the 3 could send. You could see Tyler Bass send this horse, and people aren't going to respect the horse because it's 15 to 1. So I could see that. I definitely could see a situation where the 3 tries to go gate to wire. Okay. And the 9, who's the 9? Quineveri, Umberto Rispoli. It looks like the 3 horses' best chances are on the lead. So Scotty Longshot, can you see it? I can see it. Like this is the type of situation where I think this is the horse that needs a lead. That's what I think. And if Tyler runs aggressively, they might just let him go. And this horse could get brave on the lead. That could happen. These horses aren't brave, none of them. But a horse like this gets the lead, it could happen. The only thing that you might see here that's a little worrisome, if you're going with that theory, is the 5 horse might try to go as well. I think the 3's faster than the 5. I think the 3 might be faster than the 5. I think Tyler's going to send this horse, which would hurt the 5. With that low win percentage, honestly, I'm going to play against the 5. Personally, I'm going to play against the 5. All right, but these 6 horses right here, blinkers are off the 5. Oh, I like that. Thank you for that, Doug. Good call on that. Blinkers off. Yeah, that's right. I like that even better. 3's going to send. We could get a gate to wire. All right, good stuff. We'll see. That kind of gets me excited. All right, race number 7. What time is it here? 11:29. I got to go soon. Yeah. Yes, and you got a 71 GSR. It's 10 points the highest GSR. Wow. Coming in from Indiana. Juan Espinoza, 4%. Big news coming. Watch longer. I mean, this is a little longer. No, I meant like longer. 9 furlongs, 8 furlongs, 8.5, that type of thing. I don't know. I can't say that the 11 can't run. This is an absolute grab bag. All right, let me run the simulated race and see if it gives us any kind of indicator at all.
You combine basically pacing, Keenan, and Churchill, and I think he's
7 getting the lead, barely over the 3 and 2. 7's pulling away by a lot, and wins going away. All right, hold on here. What's the story with the 7? 15-1 in the eating morning line. Renegade Princess, low GSR. How's that? GSR drops. Hasn't been seen since 2020. Peter Urton and Tyler Bass. 13%. I pulled early. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm going to use it just because of that reason, but that's the kind. These are the ones I never believe, and they happen. It shows this horse. It shows this horse going gate to wire. Gate to wire? Like, I have no idea. Anyways, I'm not going to believe that. I'm going to use it. I am not using this horse, especially when you're looking at a wide open race like this, and the top win percentage is the 3 horse at 24%. So, but just something to think of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate this horse real quickly, so the system, the mock race can't use it. Okay. And then see what happens. See if we can get an indicator here. So now it has 2, 3, and 11 on the lead. Now the 2 and 3 are pulling away, and the 1's closing. So it shows the 2 finishing really strong over the 3, over the 1, over the 4, over the 9. Shows the 11 slowing down and stopping. And that would, all right, so I'm going to mark that down. So 2, 3. I mean, 2, 3 mainly. 1 horse is closing. This might be the type of horse to try to beat, especially since the horse hasn't run. But it is Flavian Pratt. You don't put Flavian Pratt on your horse off a long layup like this unless you must like your horse. So it was 2, 3, 1, 4, 9. All right. So we'll look at that a little bit closer now. All right. All right. So it had the 9 making a nice move, and then the 9 petered out. The 9. Look at the GSR on the 9. I mean, from the last race to this race, so it's jumping 7 points. So there's 2 ways to use the GSR. One, it's 10 points higher than the next closest horse. That's one thing. And then the other thing is it's going from a 64 where it ran good and it wasn't supposed to and broke bad at Indiana Grand, yes, and now is moving up in GSR. And the SOR is 38, today's 40. So, yeah, I mean, I think the 9 horse seems live. Would agree. 2 horse, Mongolian Panther, lacked room, had trouble last time out, stretching out from 6.5. That was a much tougher group than what's lined up in here, and didn't run bad. And the GSR is a 59. I mean, this horse is extremely live. The trainer doesn't win much. Edwin Maldonado's aboard. I mean, I would think, and it's training very good. So I would think this horse is live today. And the system liked it. What the 7's going to do, I have no idea. The 3 horse, kind, but she lies, has burned money. Can't like this. The system thought the horse was going to close. I mean, continues to burn money right there. This wouldn't be the type of horse I like. I would look at changes to see, well, is there anything that's changed on the 3? It's just cutting back. $45-1. Blinkers off on the 6. There was a 57 in GSR last. I can't see the 6. But we've seen me do that before to Cindy, and then she beats me. I don't see it, though. Kyle Frey jumps aboard for Glatt, who's just on fire right now. Second-time starter, gets a higher GSR, broke slowly, coming in from Churchill Downs. This horse is training like an absolute champ. Would not ignore this horse. I know the E Morning Line doesn't like it, but wow. The system, so you got conflicting information. So the simulated race didn't like it, but 5, Black Claim. Blinkers on. Blatt making the right moves. That's an interesting horse. Very interesting. You have a horse that's top Scotty pick, E more line 3-2, but it's only 19% to win. So I think there are other factors that come into play here. I mean, I have no idea what to do in this race, but I would probably lean towards Mark Latt. Look at, they saw in this July 26th, 8 of 54, 2 of 25, and right here they're just like, we already know we got 3 of 47 here. I mean, second time starter, Kyle Frey's aboard. If you have a horse that you like, but you want to sneak it in, who are you going to put on? You want to put on a jockey you can rely on, but maybe isn't the top jockeys here. Not that he's not capable, but he's just not, he's not Flavian Pratt. That's the 5, Whiskey Blue. And you're talking about Glad that's as hot as any trainer right now. Peter Miller, Mark Latt. It's right here. You see the Scotty long shot right here. Like in this race, in race number 7, it's the 4 back to flash. So that's it right there. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So now I just want to remind you, this horse is off of a layoff, and the system had this horse going gate to wire for fun, and it can be completely off, or it can win and pay balloons. I mean, this horse is going to go off at 30-1 probably. Okay, so just want to remind you of that the system has been, in situations like this, it's been either off or on. Like it's I just don't know. You don't know when it's going to be right. So you might want to just throw it in, okay? Or maybe put a saver bet to win. Or if you're doing horizontals, just throw it in there. Okay? I think any one of these horses that I've left up on the board here can win, okay, on race view. All right, race number 8. Let me run the simulated race. Now, if you watch the simulcast today, I'll have my picks dialed in. But I can already tell you, I'm probably not going to love the card. So we'll see. It looks very difficult again. Yesterday was the coldest day I probably had, and I still made money because of one race. But my picks have been good this season here at Del Mar. Very good. And I've won money at Del Mar. So it has the 4 and the 6 get taking the lead from the beginning to the end, and the 4 winning and closing really good. And the 3 is coming on really late. So it has 4, 6, 3. And it looks like the 4 and 6 take the lead early, and the 4 pulls away from the 6 and holds on. Looks like those 2, and then the 3 comes on late. Okay? So 4, 6, 3. I don't even know how that looks with race view. Let's see. Little Juanito. Who's the 4? Collusion Illusion. Morning line 7-2. E morning line 5-1. Mark Latt and Flavian Pratt. Mark Latt going to win the daily double there from race 7 and 8? Maybe. Lieutenant Dan. And speed going 5 furlongs on turf is tough. So it looks like oh, I mean, this is this is the Green Flash handicap, and the fact that the system shows the 4 being that close to the pace. This is why I like this horse. One, that Pratt's on it, but two, it's showing me that this horse is probably not going to go to the lead, but it's showing me this horse is going to be close and can finish if the system thinks it can be on the lead. I like the 4 a lot, just from that perspective. Here's the negative. Been off since 2020. And look at the GSR. Are they giving this horse the race? Look at the GSR. It drops from an 82 down to a 53. Oh, God. It's ridiculous. Oh, my God. There is zero turf breeding for this horse. Look at this, 83 on the dirt, and synthetic is 80, and turf is a 54. Why do I still feel like this horse can win this race? And that might make Little Juanita very tough to beat. But this is a grade 3 race, and this horse just won an optional claiming for $40,000 is all. Off a layoff, yes. Oh, my goodness. 6-1 in the morning line, and the EquinEdge morning line is 9-2. Oh, man. I mean, Collusion Illusion is by far the class, and the simulated race had the horse. You have any easier races? Let me rerun the 8 and see. Oh God, I don't know what to do now. 8 horse shows being back, 7 lengths. The 8 doesn't show in the race at all. The 2's coming. Okay. The winner, Doug? The winner in this race? Oh my God. I have no idea. Texas Wedge, Umberto Rispoli. So if I'm not believing the 4, oh, excuse me. I probably lean towards the 3. But the 6 is extremely live as well. I'm leaning towards the 3 and 6. I think the 2 could be in the money. I'm going to suggest, I think they're giving the 4 the race. That's what I think is happening. It's the class of the field, but I think it's, I'm going to call 3-6-2. Craig, get your coffee. All right, race number 9. I've got to leave you guys in 10 minutes. It's got the 4-horse winning, like, easily. The Scotty long shot. Interesting. Manhattan up. And the horse is dropping in class as well. Tiago Pereira. 8-1 on the morning line. What's the morning line? Tell me it's low. 20-1. Ugh. I don't know why it's 20-1, but this horse is dropping in class. I will say this, the thing I don't like about it, look, facing 6 horses here, 6th. Facing 9 horses, 6th. Facing only 3 other horses gets 3rd. Facing only 3 other horses gets 2nd. So not facing a lot of horses. Been getting these small fields and still not winning. That is a negative. But the simulated race has the horse winning easy. And then it has Fight On, the 5-horse, 2nd. Now this horse is stretching out. The GSR goes up tremendously. So this horse wasn't supposed to run good last time out. So here's what I do like. Watch this 5-horse. 66 SOR. Now in a race of a 62 SOR, so much easier. Had a 60 GSR, now a 71 GSR, and only loses by 4 lengths. I mean, everything is pointing towards this 5, and the horse 5 is 15-1 morning line, the E morning line 6-1. I will probably choose this 5. Mike Maker takes over. But it did have the 4 winning. These connections don't win often. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the 5 real quickly. And I'm going to eliminate the 4 and then just see what the simulated race does. Okay? So I'll give you a different perspective on that. So it's got the 1 and the 2 clearly in the lead. So it doesn't like the 3 at all. And it's got the 1 and the 2 in the lead, and then it's got the 6 and the 7 closing the fastest. And nothing on the 3. Azul Coast, who's got the top SOR and been the money in all 3 tries at the surface and distance, and is the top pick. 2nd off the layoff. Ran good first time out against what arguably is a little bit tougher race last time out. Bob Baffert, Flavian Pratt. And the simulated race didn't like it. I mean, again, conflicting information. And you can see by the odds makers morning line as well as the EquinEdge morning line that there's a lot of confusion. This could be the toughest race on the card right here. Maybe it's Mike Maker in the GSR. He takes over. And that was a tougher group last time out and a GSR that dropped to 60. I mean, maybe. Like even the race 2 back, yes, he had a 71 GSR, but it was a 66 group, right? So now gets an easier group that's faced in a long time and a good GSR. Maker takes over, Joe Bravo. You could get a long shot play here. Interesting. Top GSR you can never ignore. 2 wins in 3 tries, 7-2 on the E-More line, 25%, but not in the top 2, Scotty. I mean, and this horse has won 3 straight races. I mean, this is going to be your favorite most likely. but needs to be forwardly placed. And the system did not show that horse is even getting the lead. So maybe trying to beat that horse. All right, so tough one. Again, you're going to have to watch the simulcast if you want to see what my final picks are going to be. I don't know that they're going to be any better than yours, honestly. I'm going to have to make a call last minute because I'm not going to have a lot of time. So we'll see what happens. Okay, race number 10. I'm going to run the simulated race real quickly. So the 7, 10, and 12 are getting the lead. Same, stays in the second call that way. 12 starts slowing up, and you've got that 12 outside post. So I don't care what the 12 is. He's eliminated from me. Flavian Pratt, Richard, I'm not taking him. So one of the things I do is I know Flavian Pratt's going to win 2 or 3 races. So if I don't like him I'm going to look really at him stronger than the other races because he's going to win his fair share. But I think we can beat Pratt here just from that right there. Okay. So, and then the 10 starts stopping. What's the story with the 10? Miss O'Brien in the horse rate. Okay, I like this because the 10 can be near the lead if it wants, or it can take back and it can rate. That's a good sign for the 10. That's the 2, excuse me. And the 10 rate? 10 can rate. So it looks like that Edwin Maldonado can do whatever he wants with this horse. It's 15-1. So that's an interesting horse, has a top GSR. The 7, Our Miss Lily, is going to be forwardly placed. This horse is burning money, but it's also dropping in class here. I think 7 can sit back. Yeah, 7's the horse to beat. 26% as well. Top Scotty pick. EE Morning Line's 2-1. The simulated race likes the horse. He's tactical, can sit back, put the horse wherever he wants. I'm going to make the 7 my top pick for sure. Yeah. Okay. The simulated race has the 7 actually winning easy as well. 2 is closing. Who's the 2? Mama Mocha. And the 2, the 2 can sit back and close. That's probably what Kent will do, I would imagine. Had trouble last time out. 2's a player in here. I'm going to say 7 too. Am I taking chalk right now? I don't like to do that, but that's what it looks like. And the 1 horse is closing fairly well. Who's the 1? That's a Scotty long shot. All right. 7-2-1. All right. All right, guys. Watch the simulcast so you can see my picks, but there was pretty clear for me. 7-2-1. All right, you guys kill it. I'm not going to be here next week. Linda, thank you. Thank you so much. I will be at the NHC. I'm getting there on Thursday, Vegas. Hopefully a lot of you are going to join us. You guys are the best. Thank you very much for your support and for everything that you guys do for EquinEdge, okay? So we all appreciate you and this community very much. It's a tough card, but just make good decisions. Bet consistently. Just know that the system's going to have its fair share of wins. It's going to. So it does look like the 7 horse is very live with Umberto in the last race. And considering he's got Flavian, his main competition, in the 12 hole, we could probably get the 7 horse. So I'm probably going to single the 7 myself, and when I play personally. All right. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, John. Thanks, Norm. Everybody. Doug, thank you. Joe, I appreciate you all. Craig, thank you. Greg, Patrick. Yeah. So really appreciate you guys. And then, so I will not be here all weekend next weekend, but I'll be back for the last week of Del Mar as well. So we'll kick back the following Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? to finish it off. So, Taiwan, thank you so much. And thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. All right, you guys, kill it today, okay? And tweet out if you're doing good. Tweet that stuff out, okay? Maybe I'll do a paddock pick. I know how much you guys love that. All right, I'll see you. Bye.